Don't ask too many questions, because you're following people who keep the mysterious traditions of a civilization that makes Cleopatra seem like a modern minx. People who still retain something of what went on 3,000 years ago, the Aztecs of Mexico, country of bewildering contrasts and compulsions. You've seen the ancient monuments of Egypt. You're looking now at something that the dry sunshine of Mexico has preserved far more faithfully than the crumbling remains at Gizeh. For this today is what the Egyptian pyramids themselves looked like before the weather of long centuries took its toll. We in Europe kid ourselves that civilization began over here on the shores of the Mediterranean. But this is a culture that goes back farther than any pharaoh can reach, those Aztecs who bequeathed the country with so many ancient links that it takes your breath away. They fought the Spaniards for their independence. Then they had to fight the Americans. And now they've built a university that architecturally is one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. Mexico, where time stands still and where time bounds pulsatingly forward, whichever way you care to look at it. Ancient roots and ultra-modern buildings, skyscrapers where the siesta is the order of the day. It takes an American-style traffic cop to remind you that a historic place like this has an airport linking it to Western reality. Because this is the jumping-off ground that leads to the most magical playground ever carved out of a sleepy yesterday, set side by side with modernity. Get out of that jet aircraft, and before you know it, you're in the wilds, enjoying an old-world rodeo. What you do is you try to grab a bull's tail and swing it to a standstill. Apparently it doesn't hurt, but it isn't easy. Bulls are a Spanish part of Mexican life that they've never forgotten. They're fascinated by these angry animals. Half their energy goes into trying to get the upper hand of that blundering symbol of everything that's obstinately masculine, the bull. Like it or not, understand it or otherwise, disapprove of the whole savage art of fighting bulls, if you've come to Mexico, you've got to face it. A bullfight is the thing that even the priests go for on a Sunday afternoon. So come along. There he is. And the bullfight crowd see him as a symbol of snorting evil that in 15 ritual minutes must be overcome. Watch that cape work, even if you deplore it. However reprehensible, an artist is at work, exposing himself to danger every step he takes in this dance of death. This isn't sport. This is a spectacle dating back to history as ancient as Acapulco, the sudden, new, modern holiday place of today. You swim in the sea that not many years ago only the sailors knew, who came bartering for cargoes of spices or silver, or you swim in the new pools that have been scooped out. The Pic's magic carpet has carried you to a playground paradise. The ultimate in sun-drenched luxury, a Mexican serenade. You don't have to go for a drink here. The whole bar comes to you. This is the country that, incidentally, beats the Americans at their own game of baseball. This is Mexico, where Americans mostly, because they're nearest, can do the sort of fishing that most fishermen would write right out of the realms of possibility. So jump on this magic carpet to join in the holiday fun. Come on in, the water's warm, and here this is the sheer exciting truth. At Acapulco it rains in summer, but from October to April it's a playground where you can really live in or under the water or on its brink. With catches like this parrotfish, which cooked tastes every bit as beautiful as it looks when you bring it out. You're hooked too to Mexico, where the Aztec Indian dancers still parade in their age-old ritual ceremony. They will climb a pole 114 feet high to perform their traditional act that looks like a latter-day circus turn, which would never have happened if ancient and modern hadn't met up to provide the holiday whirl that most of humanity never knows about. The hardest thing to realize here in this holiday land is that high flyers like this can never come down to earth, which they do, leaving an illusion completely undestroyed.